The
Yeah.
way I speak love, I give gifts. I do acts of service. I give you affirmations. The way I receive love is more of word acts of service.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to go and if you go and buy, like I told you about the rocks, my daughter can go pick me up 3 rocks and I got every rock. I save all I have 2 storages of stuff I just saved. But that means more to me than you going to buy me a Rolls Royce. And it may sound crazy, but I can buy you a Rolls Royce and I'm sitting there. I can't wait for you to be happy because I want that reaction from you.
Mm.
But you're not going to get that reaction from me if you go buy me a Rolls Royce. I'll be like, I was going to get my own. That ain't what I wanted. I wanted this bicycle.
Right.
I wanted the beach cruiser with the basket and bell, which I did get because Shay went and bought me one. But I'm
Okay.
just saying that's what I wanted. But when me and Shay got together, I was okay buying her a car. You're right, people pleasing.
Yeah.
But I learned how to put a limit on it
Okay.
and learn to allow it to be my love language and me not doing it to get your attention or to get your love because then I wanted the reciprocation. Well, I'm giving you all of me. Why you ain't giving me all of you? No,
That
I'm giving
part.
you all of me and I'm okay with letting it go because this is my true authentic self.
Mm-hmm.
What about you? How do you feel about that?
So a couple different things, right? To Khan's point, well, to elaborate a little bit more on your point, sometimes I think we forget that our parents were people before they started having kids.
Oh my
And
God.
what I mean by that is that even myself, my mother when she was alive, was not perfect. I think she did the best job she could do with the tools that she had.
Hmm.
Right, it would not have been the way I would have wanted or pictured myself to be raised on a single parent mother household, and same for my father, right? Who my father is still alive. Um, Two very different people. I just think that they again did what they could at the time that they did. I give them grace for that. But when I was a child, of course, I felt differently. I expected more. I wanted more, and
Hmm.
and what I can say, in all honesty, because of that relationship or their relationships, is why I knew I was not having another kid. I was not having a kid. Period.
Right.
Point blank. That wasn't happening. And that wasn't happening because I didn't want all the responsibility that I expected from them that I
Hmm.
didn't get. I didn't want to do that or drop the ball on another person, on another
Right.
life. That's me. So with that being said, when you offer to forgive someone, you have to understand where that person was and what they had and what their abilities were, right? So if they were capable and able to nurture and take care of and notice certain things and be the best parents, again, they just still trying to figure things out themselves.
Right.
They're trying to literally figure it out as they're trying to raise themselves in some cases and raise you as well. So I just offer them that grace and allow them to be who they are. And at this point in life, I just whatever relationship myself and my father have is what it is. It is what it is. I just think that uh for us to be on this platform, it would be irresponsible for us to not address this subject, this scenario, without again offering people the
Hmm.
988 suicide crisis and lifeline number, and the ability to make sure that they're again checking in with one another, right? Checking
Hmm.
in on their loved ones. They've got to be more observant, right? Pay attention to the things that they're saying, the things that they're not saying, right? That's also important, I feel like,
Right.
right? So just
Hmm.
as much as a person, if they're withholding or trying to isolate themselves and they're always in a mood or whatever, check in on them, ask them questions, right? Send them texts, hey, I love you, if you need me, come holler at me, whatever that is. And may be a combination of things. But I also want to make sure that people are reaching out when they need to, without the embarrassment, without people looking at them crazy, without judgmental, anything, any of those things, right? Just know
Right.
that you are valued, you are worth, and you're needed.
So
We all need each other.
exactly. You brought up. like three good points, but there's one I would love to pivot to:
Yeah, go ahead.
self-harm.
Okay,
Because
yeah.
you made the statement of when they sometimes they can't even say it when this on that unspoken thing.
Yeah.
And so self-harm, if a lot of people don't know, is when typically when they're cutting themselves, things like that. Everybody has their own experience of what it does to them in order, when they're doing it.
Mhm.
Now, it is very prevalent in younger people,
Mhm.
teenagers, adolescents, going down to middle school age. Now, I can never say a parent should always be aware of what's going on with their child. But what I can say is I know how this generation has pushed us to boundaries. And they're like, I need my space, I need my boundary. I'm your mother, and it's only so much space I'm gonna give you because I need to make sure you're okay. Because I am in your life.
Right.
I'm not there to come in there and direct your life, but I'm gonna if you are not the hugging kid, I'm gonna still come and hug you. Because one, you need to know that I'm still gonna love you. That's my way of enjoying and having fun with you. But that's my way of checking to make sure I don't see nothing either.
Mhm.
I'm coming in your room because I want to know is one, I pay the rent there, I pay the mortgage. I'm coming in anyway. Two, because I feel like some people who participate in that type of activity are
Mhm.
left up to them their own devices for too long. And
Okay.
so you're just like, well, they're just mad, so they're in their room. No, I'm coming in there too. We can be mad together, homie.
Right.
Because what's
Yeah.
not gonna happen is I'm gonna lose my child because I assume they just needed space. I should, and again, we know how some children are, and they separate. But you should be able to engage with them enough, and right, and no support. I'm going. And me and my wife, we talked about this before. I'm gonna go as small as this. If there's a bump on your face, Joy is gonna know. Well, what's going on? Did you wash your face today? I'm checking our 11-year-old. Come here. Let me look in your mouth. Did you brush your teeth good? I'm that parent because one, I when you grow up, you're going to appreciate the fact that somebody was in your space like that.
Mhm.
Because now, if you
True.
hear a lot of adults who had all of that free time, they would say, I really wish somebody was there and they was harassing me and making me do better.
Yep, I've heard that too.
And so if you're a person and check your children, it's your responsibility to know what's going on with them. How many times have we seen those children and that friend? Because I will show up to your door. How many children, how many times we seen parents on TV, they wouldn't talk to me and their kid don't went and shot up the school. I didn't know. No, there's no way that you didn't know your child had to concocted the story. You didn't see them walk out in that trench coat and it's 90 degrees outside. I'm stopping you. What's the problem?
I feel you on that.
Because back in the day, my mom used to pop up to the school. Now
At
they used
any
to let
moment.
them at any moment with her moo moo on and a toddler because my sister was real small.
There
But
you go.
at the end of the day, I knew at any point. I remember one time I was walking down the street to the store and my mama, I didn't even know she was following me in the car. She just popped up around the corner and I come out with snacks because I'm a fat kid. And you thinking I'm going to see a boy and not knowing I didn't like him, still don't. You ain't never have to worry about that with me.
She pulled up on you.
Yeah, she rolled up, get in the car.
The
I'm like,
original pull up.
but the one you should have been pulling up on. My sister know what I'm
We ain't gonna
talking
call
about.
her out. We ain't
Look,
gonna call
my
her out.
sister know what I'm talking about. The one you should have been pulling up on, but you rolling up on me. But the thing is now, and then, okay, Shay said you can't even do that. You know why? Because we give, we're, oh, they have rights. You can't violate their rights. You can't. I'm their parent. I should know what's going on with their skin, their face, their business. I want to know if my child getting bullied because I'm going to bully somebody. I need to know if they are the bully because then I'm gonna get them. Like you're taking away, you're not being that involved. Create space for your child to be in these situations where they don't feel supported, they don't feel loved, they feel they we don't know what's going on in school because you're not participating in the conversation. You're not showing up to the school. You don't know what's going on.